All right, welcome back everybody. This is Noah, and let's go through the solutions to the Now You Try problems where we simplify complex expressions, complex rational functions, or complex rational expressions. All right, our first one, we have u over u minus 9 squared over 2u over u squared minus 81. And I'm going to start by just rewriting this as u over u minus 9 times u minus 9, all over, big fraction here, 2u over u minus 9 times u plus 9. This is interesting, because my common denominator for this one's going to be u minus 9 times u minus 9. I need two of them for the top, and then I also need a u plus 9 to clear out that bottom. So it's going to be 3 in this case. We've got u minus 9 times u minus 9 times u plus 9 that we're multiplying against the top and the bottom. Now there's no distribution to do here because there's no addition in the top or the bottom, so that's nice. So we can just do straight cancellation. The u minus 9s cancel on top, leaving us with u times u plus 9 over, on the bottom, a u minus 9 cancels and then a u plus 9 cancels. And so we'll have 2u that gets brought down times a u minus 9. So that's the factored form. That's fine. We can multiply this out as well. U squared plus 9u over 2u squared minus 18u. So either or here. It's totally fine. Cool. That's not so bad, other than the fact that, it just took that extra realization of we've got 3 factors for our common denominator that we're multiplying top and bottom by. 4 over, big fraction bar here, 6 over x plus 3 over x minus 6. So we're going to multiply the top and bottom by x times x minus 6. It's our common denominator that we want to use to clear out those little fractions. And on top, nothing crazy is going to happen. We're going to have 4x times x minus 6. Nothing cancels at all over. On the bottom, we're going to take all of this and multiply it by the first one, giving us 6 times x minus 6. And then plus, for that second fraction, we have plus the 3 comes down, the x minus 6's will cancel, and the x will also come down. That one didn't cancel for that one. Let's go ahead and distribute, or let's leave them factored for a second. 4x times x minus 6 on top over 6x minus 36 plus 3x on the bottom. Again, I'm going to leave this factored. 4x times x minus 6 on top. On the bottom, we've got 9x minus 36. And yeah, that does factor on the bottom. Let's see what that looks like. We've got 4x minus, or times x minus 6 on top. And then the 9 can come out, and we'll be left with x minus 4 on the bottom. So nothing cancels there. So we are done. All right, let's just keep plugging on here, move on. Minus 4 plus 4 over p minus 4, all in the numerator of the big fraction. In the denominator of the big fraction, we have 5 minus 1 over p plus 4. So our common denominator is going to be p minus 4 times p plus 4. And note that I don't need 2p minus 4s. I just need 1. 1 will cancel in both of those as it gets distributed separately to each of them. So p minus 4 times p plus 4 is what we're multiplying top and bottom of the big fraction by. When we multiply it across the top, first we multiply it by the 1 over p minus 4. In this case, the 1 comes down, the p minus 4's cancel, and we're left with p plus 4. Then we want to take all of this and multiply it by the second one now. The plus 4 will come down. The p minus 4s will cancel, and we'll have a p plus 4 that comes over as well. And we go to the denominator of the big fraction. We have 5 minus 1 over p plus 4. We're going to take the p minus 4 times p plus 4 and first multiply it by the 5. So 5 times p minus 4 times p plus 4. Then we want to take the p minus 4, p plus 4, and multiply it by the second one. So we'll have minus 1. The p plus 4s will cancel, but the p minus 4 will still be there. Cool, so we've got that done. Cleared out those little fractions. Now we want to distribute everything out and combine like terms. The top is going to be a p plus 4 plus 4p plus 16 after distributing. Bottom looks like we've got a couple of steps. We're going to have a 5 times p squared minus 16 minus p and then plus 4 after distributing the negative 1. Then on top, I'll combine like terms. We'll have 5p plus 20 over 5p squared minus 5 times 16. 16 times 5 is going to be 50 plus 30 is 80. So 5p squared minus 80 minus p plus 4. So on top, I'll have 5p plus 20 all over 5p squared minus p minus 76. And then that 5p squared minus p minus 76, I don't think anything's going to reduce out of that or factor in that. So we're just going to leave that as is. Moving minus 2 all over 1 over n minus 1 plus 1 over n minus 9. Looks like our denominators are n minus 1 and another of that, so I don't need to use it twice though, they're separate. And then I need the n minus 9 as well. So n minus 1 times n minus 9 is my common denominator that I will multiply by top and bottom. So we'll take the n minus 1, n minus 9 and distribute it first to the 7 over n minus 1. Oops. It's a touchscreen error. Okay. N minus 1s will cancel in that first one. We'll have 7 times n minus 9 there. We'll bring down the minus 2. Nothing cancels, so the n minus 1 and n minus 9 need to both show up in that second term next to the minus 2. I'll go ahead and distribute that on the bottom, the n minus 1 times n minus 9 across. First to the 1 over n minus 1. The 1 will come down, the n minus 1s cancel. We're left with the n minus 9. We need to multiply the n minus 1 times n minus 9 to the second one. Bring down the plus 1, the n minus 9s cancel, and the n minus 1 will stay. This one's okay, we're still going to have a squared there on top in a second. Let's go ahead and do our distribution. We'll have 7n minus 63 minus 2 times n squared minus 10n plus 9 all over n minus 9 plus n minus 1 on the bottom. All right, on top we'll have 7n minus 63 minus 2n squared plus 20n minus 18 all over 2n minus 10. Whew, getting somewhere. On top we're going to have a negative 2n squared. minus 2n squared, then plus 27n, and then we'll have a minus 63 and minus 18. So 63, 73, 81, minus 81 there. All over the denominator factors is 2 times n minus 5 if we wanted to. I don't think this is going to factor with that 27 in the middle there, but let's try it. So there's a check for factorization. I can do negative 2 times negative 81. That will be 162. And I want to find two factors that add up to 27. So this is an A times C check to see if it will factor at all. 1 and 162 do not add up to 27. 2 and 81 don't add up to 27. 3 goes into that. That's 3 times 54. Still not adding to 27. 4 doesn't go in. 5 doesn't go in. 6 goes in. 6 and 27 adds up to 33. We're getting close, but I'm not sure that we're going to get any closer than that. 7 doesn't go in. 8 doesn't go in. 9 goes in. 9 times 18. Ooh, we do have that, right? It's 90 and 72. Here's 162. Yeah, these do add to 27. All right, well, let's give this a go then. So, let's see. I wasn't necessarily expecting to go, I was kind of expecting that to not factor. So if we have this negative 2n squared plus 27n minus 81, and we're trying to factor, and I need a 2n and then a negative n in here. And we don't want to use the 9 and 18. Those don't multiply to be 81. We can try like 81's 3 times 27, or 9 times 9. Let's just try the 9's to see if we can get anywhere with that. Do 9's here. Let's do a plus and a minus. See how that goes. So give us, oh, that's, I think that's first tries to go. That's negative 2n squared minus 18n minus 9n minus 81. And these add to negative 20. Oh, no, I want a positive 27. Okay, so let's switch both of those signs. Minus and a plus. And then that would be a plus 18 and then a plus 9. That's a positive 27. Ooh. It's an unexpected bump in the road there. So that top factor is 2n minus 9 times negative n plus 9. It does factor, but nothing is going to cancel with this, so I don't know that that was really worth it. So we could have left it at that previous step. It wouldn't have changed anything. All right, one last one for this whole section here. Minus 36 minus 1 over c squared minus 36 all over big fraction bar 1 over c plus 36. Is that? And yeah, all right, that's not the prettiest with that plus 36 down there. I feel like I pulled this problem from the book, and I feel like that should be a C plus 6 to make this easier, but let's just play it. That's what the book wanted us to try, so let's see what we have here. C over, I need to factor the fractions on top. We'll have a C minus 6 times C plus 6. Minus 1 over, same thing, C minus 6 times C plus 6. all over big fraction bar 1 over c plus 36. So see, I thought that it would want that to be a c plus 6 so that it would just be one of the same ones that we already had, but it's not. So I need c minus 6 times c plus 6 times c plus 36. I need all three of them now. So we have c minus 6. I guess some of this will cancel. It won't be horrible. I'm looking at it closer. 6c plus 36, top and bottom. And so I'm going to take all of this and first multiply it by the first one. The c will come down. Big fraction bar. C will come down. The c minus 6 and c plus 6 will both cancel, but the c plus 36 is still there. And bring down that minus and the 1. Again, the c minus 6 and c plus 6 cancel here, and the c plus 36 needs to be brought down. On the bottom now, there's no distribution, so this is just going to cancel the c plus 36, and the c minus 6 times c plus 6 will go ahead and be brought over. All right, so then we'll have c squared plus, so I'm distributing on top, c squared plus 36c minus c minus 36 all over. Leave this factored on the bottom for now. C minus 6 times c plus 6. And on top we'll have c squared plus 35c minus 36. Oh, hey, I think that's going to factor. All over c minus 6, c plus 6 on the bottom still. And top factors is c plus 36 times c minus 1, right? The minus 1 and 36 multiply to negative 36 and add to 35. However, it's not going to cancel anything at the bottom, so maybe not necessary there. But that'll do it. That's it. Nothing cancels. We are done with that problem. We are done with this section. Questions or concerns that you have. Great job in getting through all of these. And it just becomes a little bit more routine to get through. So well done.